Fans, friends, and family gathered to honor Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna. The verdict is in for the Harvey Weinstein rape trial, and the woman accused of dragging a dog on a Bakersfield street has a court date set. This is 17 News at noon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for 17 News at noon. I'm Vanessa Dillon. Well, right now, tens of thousands of people are packed inside the Staples Center in Los Angeles to say goodbye to NBA legend Kobe Bryant and his daughter. Bryant and Gianna were killed along with 7 other people in a helicopter crash in Calabasas on January 26th. Fans waiting to get into the memorial say even though most of them have never met, there is still a sense of strong community.
I thought I was the only one hurting. Then when I came out here today, people were crying already, and I started hugging people. I started crying too. So it's a good thing for me to be here. It's kind of like having some closure. Yeah.
The memorial featured speeches from Kobe's wife, Vanessa Bryant, and family friend Diana Taurasi, plus a musical performance from Beyonce. Organizers have urged people without tickets to stay away from the arena because so many people are there. Now, all proceeds will be donated to the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundations. Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa, has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the company that owned the helicopter that crashed. According to TMZ, the lawsuit claims the helicopter company, Island Express, was only allowed to fly under visual flight rules and that the conditions the day of the crash were not suitable for such flying. The helicopter was flying in foggy weather considered dangerous enough that local police departments had grounded their choppers. The lawsuit also targets a helicopter pilot, saying he was, quote, reckless. New at noon, Harvey Weinstein has been found guilty. A jury reached a verdict this morning after deliberating for over 26 hours. The 67-year-old was convicted for third-degree rape involving one woman and committing a criminal sex act involving another woman. However, the jury acquitted the disgraced movie mogul on the more serious charges of predatory sexual assault involving Miriam Haley and Jessica Mann. He faces up to 9 years in prison. A memorial service will be held this afternoon for one of the men who died fighting a fire at the Porterville Public Library last week. Captain Ray Figueroa and firefighter Patrick Jones died while trying to search for possible survivors who may have been trapped inside the library. A visitation will be held for Figueroa at St. Mary's of the Miraculous Metal Parish in Delano. It starts at 4, followed by a rosary ceremony at 6. Then a funeral mass and burial will be held tomorrow morning at 10. Funeral services for Patrick Jones are still being planned, but there will be a memorial service for both Jones and Captain Figueroa this Friday at the Church of the Nazarene in Porterville. Local agencies are expected to participate in an honor guard for the 2 firefighters. Meantime, the 2 13-year-olds who were arrested accused of starting that fire now face murder charges. That's according to the Tulare County District Attorney's Office. The teens are also facing arson charges. Their names have not been released because of their ages. They're expected in court March 11th. Switching gears, let's take a look at our weather forecast with Kevin, who's standing by.
And a few high clouds out there still remain, but we are starting to clear out as we talked about this morning on sunrise. And as we take a look at the visible satellite, you can see the west-facing slopes. There are a few high clouds still remaining. And then to the west and north, we've already cleared out. 63 degrees for the temperature right now under a calm wind. As we take a look at the numbers for this afternoon, mid to upper 60s, and then we will slide into the lower 50s by midnight. Expect 40s tomorrow morning. We're at 52 degrees in Tehachapi right now with a northwest wind at 7. As we take a look at the temperatures this afternoon, mid-50s, but then sliding back into those chilly 30s by tonight. By 10 o'clock, we're at 37, 36 by midnight. We are going to see a warm up the rest of the work week, and there's even a chance of rain in the 7-day period. Vanessa?
Thanks, Kevin. A former Kern County Sheriff's deputy accused of kissing and groping a woman against her will has pleaded not guilty to new charges. Michael Everett Clark appeared in court this morning to answer to charges of sexual battery stalking and making obscene phone calls. This all stems from an incident in October where Clark, on duty and in his patrol vehicle, offered a ride home to a woman who was walking. According to court documents, when they got to her house, Clark forced himself on her, kissing and groping her. The judge said the two cases against him will be combined, and Clark can remain out of custody after posting bail for the earlier charges. He's not allowed to have contact with the victims. A woman accused of dragging a small dog from an electric scooter is expected in court next week. Elaine Rosa was arrested in February of last year after police say she was seen on surveillance video dragging the dog through a Bakersfield neighborhood. The dog, named Zebra, needed medical treatment, including staples in its leg. A judge will determine whether this is enough evidence to order Rosa to stand trial. Bakersfield police have arrested a suspected drunk driver accused of hitting and killing a man and then taking off. This happened just after midnight on Sunday. Police say 25-year-old Jonathan Lopez was driving on Edison Highway east of the Mount Vernon overpass when he hit Marco Antonio Garcia, who was crossing the street. Garcia died at the scene, and police say Lopez took off. He was arrested a short time later. He faces DUI and felony hit-and-run charges. Stallion Springs police say they have a doorbell to thank for the arrest three suspects accused in a home invasion robbery. Police say someone rang the front doorbell of a home on Horse Thief Drive and then ran away early Sunday morning. Police found 4 suspects in a car a short time later. They say evidence connected the car to a home invasion robbery that happened last Tuesday in the same area. Officers recovered guns and stolen property from the car, as well as ski masks and plastic gloves. Police arrested 23-year-old Romello Pride and 2 teens for that home invasion. 32-year-old Malcolm Adams was also arrested for possession of stolen property. Illegal guns have been taken off the streets after police say they caught 3 people opening fire. This happened yesterday. Bakersfield police officers were in the area near Comanche Drive and Highway 178 when they heard gunshots. They found 3 people firing guns in a nearby field. Officers recovered 11 guns. 5 of them were illegally manufactured, and one of the guns was reported stolen. Officers arrested Austin Polito on firearm and gang-related charges. Well, this week you can chow down on a short stack of pancakes to help out a local children's hospital. IHOP will be raising money for Children's Miracle Network, including the Lawrence Small Children's Center at Bakersfield Memorial Hospital. They'll be accepting donations and offering a free short stack of buttermilk pancakes, plus diners have a chance to win free pancakes for life. It's happening tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. at all IHOP restaurants in Kern County. Also this week, see the talented performers and vibrant presentations from locals as the community celebrates Black History Month. You're looking at video from last year's parade. You can catch the Black History Parade Saturday at 10 a.m. It starts at 21st Street and V Street. Well, health officials scramble as the coronavirus spreads quickly across the country. Coming up, how the virus has now spread worldwide. Plus, it looks like more senior citizens are smoking marijuana. The reason for them going green just ahead when our 17 Health Watch is after this. In your 17 Health Watch, the coronavirus is targeting more countries around the world, including in Europe. NBC's Molly Hunter reports from Italy, where a new cluster of cases has led to a lockdown of several towns.
Italy is a nation on high alert. 50,000 people in the north told to stay at home, creating virtual ghost towns. 5,000 miles from the epicenter in China, Italy has the 5th most cases in the world. The sudden spike leading Italy's prime minister to take what he calls dramatic measures. Trains now being inspected at the border with Austria, the Venice Carnival cut short. And a stark image for the end of Milan's Fashion Week. Here, Giorgio Armani holding his runway show in an empty theater. Meanwhile, South Korea has now raised its coronavirus alert to the highest level. Its president saying the country faces a grave turning point with 7 dead and nearly 800 confirmed cases. And aboard the ill-fated Diamond Princess cruise ship in Japan, a 3rd passenger has now died, an 80-year-old Japanese man. 14 Americans who tested positive for coronavirus were allowed to return back to the U.S. from the Diamond Princess last week. Fears of the virus spreading have sparked a backlash from some states receiving evacuees. The city of Costa Mesa in California filing a temporary restraining order against setting up a quarantine site at a state hospital there.
We're a compassionate community, but we are not going to continue to be the place where everybody drops off their crises.
Here in Milan, not a lot of people are wearing face masks. When we landed in the airport, no one took my temperature. No one asked about my travel history in the last 24 days. But that is, of course, the big fears that this outbreak in Italy could spread beyond the borders. Molly Hunter, NBC News, Milan, Italy.
An increasing number of senior citizens are smoking marijuana. That's according to a new study from New York University. Researchers say cannabis use in older adults increased by 75% between 2015 and 2018. They say since the drug became legal in many states, more and more people are willing to try it. Now, researchers are calling for more studies to understand the benefits and risks of marijuana use among older adults. If you ate a big breakfast this morning, experts say you're likely to burn more calories today. A new study focused on a group of healthy young men with a normal body mass index. Researchers found the men burned more than twice as many calories when eating a bigger breakfast and a small dinner, as opposed to a small breakfast and a large dinner. Researchers say this only accounts for about 15% of calories burned throughout the day. They say you should watch what you eat, not just when you eat. Well, let's take a look at
I like that story a lot.
I mean,
because tomorrow's Children's Miracle
that's right.
Network.
Have some pancakes.
And I'm going to be at IHOP eating pancakes. So I love that study, so I don't have to feel guilty about having a short stack tomorrow morning. And hopefully you'll join us as well. Again, all the money supporting Children's Miracle Network. We're mostly sunny out in Wasco right now. 61 degrees. Beautiful start to the afternoon. Clear skies. We had a few clouds earlier, and 51 degrees in Fraser Park and Golden Hills. A little bit of a haze, but still very nice, and 50. Bakersfield sits at 63 degrees. No winds to talk about. We're looking just at a light breeze for you today. Overnight, we're at 48. So pretty close to the normal of 44. Normal high today, 65. And the record, 82, set back in 2016. 547 will be your sunset for tonight. And you can see temperatures are running into the lower 60s for all valley locations, 50s to lower 60s in the mountains. Tehachapi at 52, 63 for the Kern River Valley and Lake Isabella. And you can see around the state, not much to show you right now. Clear skies from the north to the south, even along the coastal areas. The system that brought us just a little bit of rain on Saturday has moved well off to the east. We've got some ridging in place now, and that's going to help warm us up day by day here. 67 in Sacramento today, 66 in Fresno, near 70 in LA, and 65 down in San Diego. The beach is also looking very nice. Morro Bay, sunny skies today and a temperature of 60. There is a high surf advisory along the coast, and the current water temperature out that way at 55 degrees. Again, the ridge is in place, but things will change as we get closer to that weekend. This ridge will move to the east. It'll be replaced by a trough developing out to the west, and yes, it means another shot of rain. But unfortunately, none of this is going to come into play for the end of February. It'll be for March. But we will see some clouds by the end of the week, and you can see here brings in some rain, and in the higher elevations, we could see a rain and snow mixture, but the snow level looks to be about above 5,500 feet. Take a look at the national weather, and this is what we were tracking over our weekend. It has marched across the U.S., now bringing some heavy rain this afternoon for the Carolinas through parts of Georgia and Louisiana. Here's a look at the temperatures for today. 50 out of Portland, 34 in Denver, 42 out of Chicago, and 50s and 60s to the northeast. New York City, today a high of 62. Here at home, we'll look for sunny skies and 67 in Bakersfield, 68 in Delano, 65 in Taft. For the mountains in the Kern River Valley, 58 in Fraser Park, 59 in Tehachapi, mid-60s for Lake Isabella and Kernville. Look for a northwest wind 10 to 15, and for the desert, a nice day ahead as well. We're going to be looking at 69 in Mojave. Here's your extended forecast, and you can see here sunny skies through Wednesday and also warmer tomorrow, 75, 77 on on Wednesday. Lower 80s Thursday, Friday with increasing clouds. And then for Saturday and Sunday, we've got an increasing chance of showers, more so on Sunday. And then for the mountains, sunny skies through Wednesday, also a little bit warmer each day. A chance of some showers late Saturday into Sunday. And the Kern River Valley also warmer. Look at that, 70s tomorrow, but you also have a chance of some showers late Saturday and Sunday.
I know we need the rain, but I can't lie, I love the sunny skies.
Yeah, we didn't get much out of this last system, so we'll hope for the next one.
Yep. All right. Thanks so much, Kevin. All right, everyone. Well, stocks plunged this morning, and it was all because of coronavirus outbreak. Just ahead, how the epidemic is having a negative effect on global economic growth. Plus, delicious or downright wrong, how Burger King is introducing a French fry hamburger. Here's 17 Business Watch after this.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
Back now in your 17 Business Watch, checking stocks. The Dow is down 800 points, which gives up gain for the year. S&P 500 down 91 points. NASDAQ also down about 300 points. And this is all due in part to the coronavirus. Now get this, stocks plunged this morning right after the opening bell over a spike in the coronavirus in Europe. The increase in cases fueled fears that the epidemic would have a serious impact on global economic growth. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell by more than 950 points at the open, erasing all gains for the year. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ were both down by around 4%. Marking the biggest daily drop since August. And travel-related stocks are also taking a hit as the epidemic restricts travel around the world. Rapper Travis Scott has a new title, Shoe Mogul. He shopped and dropped a new Nike sneaker, and it was a huge success. The Cactus Jack Low PRM Qs went up for sale online Saturday, and they sold out quickly. They were available exclusively through Scott's online shop. Now, the shoes feature dark blue and beige bandana and plaid patterns with a beige sole. If you missed the opportunity to buy them, don't worry, they'll be available in select Nike shops Saturday. They come with a price point of $150. A new web app is making it easier for people with special needs to make a new connection and find a friend in their city. MAF, or Making Authentic Friendships, was developed by a woman whose brother was diagnosed with ADHD and autism at a young age. The app asks users for their name, age, location, and diagnosis. Then it matches people up. It works like a game. The more the user chats with friends, the more coins they earn. The coins can be used to buy new clothes for their avatar. App developers are working on safety features to make in-person meetups possible and safe. This week, donut maker Krispy Kreme is rolling out a new donut delivery service nationwide. You can place your order on the Krispy Kreme app or website. The catch is you have to be less than 10 miles from your nearest shop to qualify for the delivery. It starts on Saturday, which is also Leap Day. To celebrate, the company is delivering free donuts to nearby hospitals to hand out to staff and the parents of Leap Day babies. Well, we can't decide if this is genius or just gross. Burger King is introducing a French fry hamburger. It doesn't have a patty, but it has plenty of fries in between, along buns and along mayo and ketchup. They're calling it the Chip Buddy, and it's only available in New Zealand right now. It's unclear if it'll make its way to other markets in the future. Wendy's wasted little time taking a dig at Burger King, tweeting, "When literally anything would be better on a bun than their beef." No response yet from Burger King. Well, remembering a trailblazing lifestyle entrepreneur, coming up, how celebrities across the nation are paying their respects to B. Smith. Plus, some of this weekend's biggest hits, a look at who dominated the box office just ahead. Entertainment news after this.
Whatever you do, just do it with style.
Businesswoman and barrier breaker, B. Smith did it all. Born Barbara Elaine Smith, she burst onto the scene in the 1970s as a model, one of the first black women to appear on the cover of Mademoiselle magazine. And over the next 4 decades, the savvy Smith built a lifestyle empire.
You've got to go where others don't think to go.
B. Smith opening the first of 3 popular restaurants in 1986. leading to cookbooks, product lines in stores like Bed Bath & Beyond, and a nationally syndicated TV show, Be Smith with Style.
Pewter has a tradition on dining tables.
Her many talents on display for years in the Today Show kitchen.
The fun thing is that you can grill a dessert.
But in 2013, Smith received a devastating diagnosis, early onset Alzheimer's. Smith and her husband Dan Gaspy revealing one of the first noticeable signs happened right here on Today.
And they asked her a question at the start, and she froze.
This is what I do. I marinate it in reduced, I'm throwing myself off here.
The couple spoke openly about what it was like to live with the disease, even writing about their journey in a book, Before I Forget.
She said to me one day, I feel broken, like there's something not right.
Just last year, Al visited Smith and her husband at home. Gaspy describing what it was like to watch his wife's disease progress.
Does she still know you?
She has called me Dan. She has called me Dad. She has called me one of her 3 brothers, Gary or Ron or Dennis.
Gaspy opening up about the depression and loneliness he suffered while caring for Bea and the backlash he endured after revealing a new relationship with his girlfriend, Alex Lerner.
When you're in the public eye, there's always someone making statements that have nothing to do with the reality of the situation.
After her passing was announced Sunday, social media lit up with tributes from fans and friends. Director Ava DuVernay posting, "The elegance, the grace, the style. Bea Smith was one of a kind." Actress Viola Davis tweeting, "You epitomized class, true beauty, and dignity. Rest well, Queen." And Smith's husband and his daughter Dana writing, "Heaven is shining even brighter now that it is graced with Bea's dazzling and unforgettable smile."
Well, in the box office, Sonic the Hedgehog is leading there for the second weekend in a row. The hybrid animation and live-action film is based on a video game of the same name. The weekend haul of $26 million pushed Sonic past the $100 million mark in total domestic sales. Disney's Call of the Wind came in at number 2 at the box office with nearly $25 million. Harley Quinn action flick Birds of Prey came in with $7 million. All right, everyone, more news after this.
You've heard of The Voice, but have you heard of The Choice? The past couple of weeks has been exciting for over a dozen singing hopefuls at Victory Outreach Church. They created this twist on the popular Voice, and last night they crowned a winner. Everybody was so excited. I was able to be a guest judge, and there he is, the big winner, Ray.
Oh, so much.
I feel incredible, man. I think it's been an amazing journey, and there's no word to describe how I'm feeling right now. It's great.
And Ray says he will spend his $500 on family trip, and then he gets kind of a little recording contract. He's going to make his own new music.
So cool. Yeah, I love that.
It was so much fun. So congratulations to everybody and Victory Outreach.
Definitely. All right, that's all for us at 17 News at noon. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here for 17 News at 5.
17 News, your local news leader, continues 24 hours a day on KGET.com and our 17 News app in the spirit of the Golden Empire. 17 News.